First of all, I would like to say a big thank you to the natural hair community, especially the African American women. Without you guys, I would have never learned how to take care of my hair. So today I'm going to take care of the hair of my 13 years old niece. She has never had her hair trimmed and she has never had her hair straightened. As you can see, she has a lot of matted hair. And the reason why is that she had some box braid that she kept for almost 4 months. And today I'm going to show you how I do to get rid of the tangleness, all that lint, the matted hair, how I break that lint. And the only thing you have to do is to use something that is very like a pick, a very sharp pick. And here I'm using a nail. Sometimes I use a needle. And what you do, you just break that lint. You take your time, you break the lint. And another thing that I have learned throughout this natural hair care journey is that although we really think that having our hair in box braid, what we call protective style, is not the protective style, this is just African versatility. The African beauty lies on the hairstyle. That's just our hairstyle. When we have them for a long time, the result is that we have this type of lint that is very hard to get rid of. And the worst part is that when we are able to break it, goes all throughout the end of the hair and it will cause a lot of breakage. The worst part is also that in the hair, sometimes that lint get tangled with the shedded hair. And who is going to take the time to go on each strand of your hair to get rid of this type of thing? You see? So here I'm using the nail again, really to make sure I don't get damaged, break all of her hair. So I think that we should not keep our hair in a braid or box braid, especially for so long. The result is that you will have growth, but you will also break your hair when it will be the process to take it down. I think that each of us, we need to know what is our natural wash day cycle. For me, my hair naturally start itching after 3 weeks. I don't put anything on my hair. I don't believe that anything will ever grow my hair faster. I've been there. So I just leave my hair alone. I try not to do any style that is too tight. And after 3 weeks, I wash my hair. And I wash my hair with that when it's fully out. I don't wash my hair in braids. So this is how I was able to get rid of that lint. So this is the length of my niece. She has a very nice length, and this is the amount of hair that I lost during the when I was trying to get rid to break the lint. You see, it's not a lot. And now I'm going to start the detangling process. And for this, I use any product. I used to be a product junk. Now I don't buy any other product. These are the leftover of the product that I was buying in the past. I don't believe in any of that, and I still have to comb, but she has so much lint in her hair. Again, girls, don't keep your box braid for too long, because you will have this lint and this lint will break all your growth. So we African, we like doing our hair outside, but because it was getting dark, so we went back inside, and I used the brush to try to get rid of the lint that was in her hair. And I made sure that she feels her hair. I wanted her to understand that her hair could be soft. I wanted her to feel all the different texture that her hair could have. And this is everything I lost in the process of detangling. For the washing process, I don't use any specific shampoo. I only use the one that will prevent the dandruff from growing out of my hair. So I use the same shampoo for my niece. And again, I made her feel her hair because I wanted her to love her hair. And for the drying process, I always use a heat protectant, and I don't care about the brand. I had that one since maybe 13 years. And I use the Ref Air. I really, really love the Ref Air because the temperature is pretty low. And this is the result of the drying process. It was getting very late, so we had to stop at this step and resume the following day. And so for the flat iron, I use this flat iron. I had it since maybe 13 years. It's a cheap flat iron. The maximum temperature here was, I think, that 225 degrees. So it will never burn your hair, and that's the goal. I hate the slick press. I dearly hate the slick press. I like when our hair has its texture, its characteristic. I don't understand why those women like having like wavy flat. No, good, everyone is free to do what they want, but for me, I love having my hair with its texture. Oh, this is the result, and you can see that my niece has very beautiful hair. And for the trimming, I trimmed only the minimum that was needed. I hate those videos where the stylist say, oh, you haven't been trimming your hair for 1 year, and they cut half of your growth. So I just cut the minimum that was needed. We don't need to trim our hair like that. We don't need to have our hair straightened every time. Our beauty lies on the braiding, the versatility, not having straight hair. And this is the only part that I cut. So that's the end result. And thank you so much for watching.